boys and girls, it's Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. Today's book is How Do You Feel? This is a Sesame Street book and it's a Me Reader Junior book. Elmo feels happy. It's a bright sunny day. Boys and girls, Elmo is right. Look at all this bright sun. It is a bright sunny day. Elmo feels happy. Oscar feels grouchy. He's always that way. Grouchy. I'm very, very grouchy. I love to be grouchy. That's my Oscar grouchy face. Bert feels sad. He lost a bottle cap. Aww. He feels sad. Aww. Abby feels proud. She gave her wand a tap. Tap, tap. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Ready? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curls and whey, curds and whey. Along came a spider, sat down beside her, and frightened Miss Muffet away. Boys and girls, this is the end of How Do You Feel? I chose this book because in this book, it tells all about the different feelings of the different characters on Sesame Street. And Oscar feels grouchy is this guy. Oscar feels grouchy. And I always wondered something, because even though Oscar feels grouchy, he's still a very, very fun character. He doesn't let it dictate his whole life and his whole day. And also, I don't know if you can see right here, in his mouth, his tongue is shaped like a heart. So he can't be that grouchy if he's got a heart tongue. That means that he's a loving, loving, loving grouch. Because a heart usually means love, right? Take a look. Can you see it? His tongue is shaped like a heart. So how grouchy can he possibly be? So boys and girls, I chose this book because sometimes we don't always feel our best. And there's nothing wrong with that. There are some times when I feel a little bit sad. Sometimes I'm very, very happy. I'm happy, I would say, most of the time. I was a little bit sad when everything happened and I realized that my daughter wasn't going to have a normal senior year, a normal prom, a normal graduation, none of the stuff that a senior would have. It did make me a little bit weepy at times, and I did feel a little bit sad. So that was my sad part. But I looked at all the other things that were good, and that made me happy. Like, my daughter is safe at home with me. She's an extremely smart young lady who stayed on principal's honors all of her life in school. She can draw like nobody's business. She can photograph. She does a lot of the pictures that you see of me where I look at my happiest. I feel like whenever you see a picture of me, of Miss Reynolds, and she looks phenomenal, that's a picture that my daughter usually has taken, because I look my happiest when she's taking my picture. And I try to look at all the good things. I'm getting up every morning, I'm looking fabulous, and I'm feeling good, and I've got good food to eat, and good family to talk to on the phone, and great kids to Zoom with and teach and learn. And I looked at all those good things, and the bad things kind of became not so important. So what I'm saying to you is, There's nothing wrong with feeling, and there's nothing wrong with the way that you're feeling. You should always try to talk to mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, family, someone that takes care of you, and tell them how you're feeling. Sometimes people don't know how you're feeling unless you tell them. And how about if you ask someone, how are you feeling? You know what would be really great? If you went up to mom and dad and just said to them, Mom, Dad, how are you feeling? Oh my God, they would love it. We love as parents to be asked how we're feeling because we love you and we want to tell you how we're feeling and we want to see how you're feeling. So, boys and girls, it is Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. And there is this joke when somebody says, how do you feel? And you answer, with my hands, of course. I feel with my hands. Get it? But seriously, how do you feel is a great way to start a conversation. And I feel great right now talking to you. And I feel great whenever I'm reading to you. And I feel awesome when I know that I've brought a book into your life because that's all I've ever wanted to do. I just realized something. When I sit like this, the fire looks like a crown on my head. That makes me feel like a queen. Get my good side. Bye.